Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's going on? What's happening? You already know what time it is. It is MoSports TV.
We back.
And we are so back. You already know what time it is. It is November 7th, 2023. We're going into week 10.
Week 10 already.
Halfway through. Already.
I can't lie. Week 10 slate stinky poo-poo. Might be the worst slate of the year, but
It was a pretty bad slate last year too. I mean 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No, it's finally slowing down a little bit. We've had a little bit of chaos in the NFL going on these past few weeks. We're definitely going to talk about it because this past week, a lot of playoff stipulations occurring with some teams, especially over in the AFC. I know Maine's Bengals claiming a spot. At least what we think could be a playoff push for them with their momentum. The Bills falling now off the top of the AFC. Is it their time to miss the playoffs potentially this year? And then we have Miami with their fraudulence, in Germany. There's a lot to talk about over there. So
a lot of fraudulence in Germany, you say.
Yeah, it could be. What up, Double R? What's happening,
Double R,
baby?
what's good, baby? What's going on? Anybody that wants to call in, make sure y'all message us or say something in the chat. We'll send you a link.
Absolutely.
You can call in and talk your shit. But what should we start on? Should we start recapping some games?
So
all right, we'll start with the Vikings at the Falcons. I mean, actually, was it at the Falcons or was it? I don't know where it was. But
Vikings, in Atlanta playing the Falcons.
That boy, Mr. Dobbs.
Hey, shout out!
You gotta give the guy some flowers, man. He's gone through adversity. He was only on the team for 5 days.
Bro.
Down a hell of a bunch of points, like 21, like give up the sticks type of points in the first half.
He played 8 weeks for another team.
It's like, he has.
It looks like Caillou. He looks like Caillou, but hey, you know what? He's out here doing his thing.
He's cooking,
He's doing what he has to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know what they thought they were doing with Jaron Hall. I guess it was just kind of like to wait until Dobbs got, to learn the offense.
Acclimated,
but hey, throw him into the fire and we see what happens. It's a good story, so I like it.
So what is this offense going to look like when Justin Jefferson comes back, if he comes back?
You got to come back at this point. If you're Jefferson, you got to be intrigued because the NFC is wide open. There's really, there's not many great teams. The Vikings probably can, especially with the Seahawks looking as fraudulent as they are now. That kind of like mid-tier of the NFC is so gray. I don't know. I think,
What's up, Uncle Mike?
You're intrigued. What up, Uncle Micah? How we doing?
Oh, man.
Yeah, his first snap was on the sidelines. Did you guys see that in practice, showing like the lineman his cadence before?
Yeah, that's crazy. And the fact that he could come back and win in an NFL environment, even though it's the Falcons, is just still very impressive. Can we talk about how Bijan Robinson only got 2 carries inside the between the hashes and his whole fucking career so far as an Atlanta Falcon? Why aren't they using him the way they should be using him? Why aren't they giving him more of a workload and more volume?
Arthur Smith, whatever the fuck his name is.
Why are you using Jonnu Smith at the goal line, running the ball? This is just that. He's the second string tight end, bro. Yeah. That's nasty.
They're using Jonnu Smith more than Kyle Pitts. They're using Jonnu Smith over fucking Drake London. They're using Jonnu Smith over fucking Bijan. And that is a problem. They bench Ritter and put Heineke in. And I feel like
not even letting it fly.
The offense is a little better now, but it's like you're still not using your guys the right way, Atlanta.
No,
you're not using your guys the right way. Stretch the fucking field. Give Bijan the fucking rock. Give him some screens.
Yeah.
Give him the ball on 1st down and 10. Give it to him between the fucking tackle.
Yeah.
Let's see what he could do if he could go north-south. Let's see what he could do.
I think I speak for all Bijan Robinson fantasy owners when we say we need Arthur Smith kind of taken out back. This is getting bad out here in Atlanta because we're getting robbed. This kid, you have basically generational potential in this kid. He was getting Barry Sanders comparisons to start the year. You see what he's capable of on the field. I mean, the numbers are there when he has the volume. Just give the kid the rock. It doesn't make any sense as to why you're turning to Tyler Algier, just getting empty carries. All of a sudden they're in the red zone. Tyler Algier, -4 yards on a carry. Then Jonnu Smith, a screen to Jonnu Smith. Kyle Pitts blocking for him. -1 yards.
Unbelievable shit.
It's
You would think it's the
disgusting.
other way around. You would think Kyle Pitts would be getting the screen and Jonnu Smith is fucking blocking.
No.
No.
It's all
He won't
upside
be.
down.
He won't be the head coach for long though.
No.
He's not going to be there for long.
No, Atlanta wants him out, and it's really bad. They need to, like I said, get him out of there very, very fast.
Yeah,
because you have young talent there. They're really only a quarterback away from competing. In my opinion, it's the NFC. It's weak.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with it. But speaking of weak NFC teams, you were just talking about the Seahawks and
wow,
the downturn that they took this weekend against the Ravens. Is it the Seahawks are bad, or is it the Ravens are really fucking good right now? Because I mean, honestly, the Ravens are looking very fucking solid. Very fucking solid.
The Ravens looked
Very
good,
solid.
but man, the Seahawks looked very, very bad.
Geno Smith's not it. I tried to tell y'all that in the beginning of the year.
Geno Stone.
He's butt, bro.
Wait, wasn't that who picked him off too? Right? Geno Stone picked him off.
Yeah.
Geno Smith to Geno Stone. That was
not it. Man.
I mean, it
Just serviceable.
It looks like Geno Smith is out there. Geno Smith. You know what I mean? Like he looks like himself again. I guess it's sad.
I still think the Seahawks are a good team, but there's obviously some flaws on that team. Kenny Walker has taken an extreme dip in productivity over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kenny Walker was carrying my fantasy team at one point. Now he's the reason that I'm losing fantasy.
Yeah.
He had maybe like 8 carries for fucking like 20-something yards, maybe like something bad. It was bad.
And it was to
bad.
the point where they haven't wanted to even get Charbonnet involved, and now they are forced to. So it was, he's been kind of, I don't know. He got hurt, right? Didn't he have a week where he had somewhat of an injury or was questionable? And then I think he just hasn't been the same since. So I don't know. But Geno's the issue, though.
On the bright side of things, like I said, the Ravens look absolutely them. And let's talk about that AFC North in general, because look, this might be the first year where all 4 teams make the division, make the first round of the playoffs.
I don't think the Steelers make it though.
Steelers are going to be the borderline team that doesn't make it, but like the Steelers have a chance at making it too.
Yeah, but that's the team I don't think that's going to make it.
All right, let's talk about the Steelers real quick. Fucking
the offensively garbage.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Kenny Pickett? I mean, he got hurt, and
thought Trubisky was going to be out there. I mean, I picked up Trubisky in a league that I had no quarterback, so I was stuck with Trubisky and Geno as my 2 offensive position, quarterbacks, and Kenny ended up playing. I mean, I got cooked. That was that.
I'm cooked.
Yeah, I was cooked. But
Pickens not it. Free George Pickens.
Free George Pickens. Is that how we're coming? I mean,
free George Pickens.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I don't know if it's necessarily all like he didn't have a bad game. I wouldn't say.
Doesn't have good ones either.
Exactly.
True.
Like he's
definitely hasn't.
I'd say he's
He's not even like a game manager, bro. Like he could just lose you the game.
He's just a young developing quarterback. Is how I look at it. He has a little bit of potential. There hasn't been anything from him that I've seen that I was like, wow, I'm impressed. But there's also nothing that I've really seen where I'm like, yo, this guy fucking sucks.
And that might be
what I'm saying. So like,
that might be the issue with Kenny Pickett is that he hasn't been able to find any identity as a quarterback in the league. Like, can you air the ball out? Are you a running quarterback scrambling? Like nobody knows because it's just he's seen kind of flashes of nothing. I don't know. I'm really there's question marks all around the Steelers, honestly.
Their defense is just elite as fuck.
That's
about
defense is there for sure. Keaton Mitchell, do you think he's going to take over as that lead back in Baltimore? Or do you think Gus is still going to get those carries? Because Gus only had 5 carries, but he had 2 touchdowns. Keaton had 138 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And a couple of touchdowns as
See him
well.
against like a good team, like do that against a good team.
So are they going to give the rock to Keaton more and put Gus in the back burner?
Off one game?
Yeah, bro,
I mean, 15 yards a clip is nuts.
You got to do that more.
15-yard clips on 9 attempts too. So it's not even like it was just a couple of 9 rushing attempts.
Ricky, get off my dick! Like, what are you doing? Like what? Like, get off my nuts, man.
Yo, Ricky got AJ Brown socks on right now, talking about some 8-1. Got Devontae
Congrats,
Smith, Jalen
man.
Hurts
Y'all
socks
8
on
and
his
1,
like-
on
man.
his fucking
That's what you want to
foot.
hear. Congrats, y'all 8-1, man. Congrats.
I'm just not really moved by the Eagles. I can't even lie to
I'm
you.
not either.
I'm
They're
not
a good
moved.
team though. I'm gonna let y'all defense is like ours. Y'all kind of barbecue in that secondary. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, can we talk about the Cowboys Eagles game? Or,
Yo, Dak is ass. Well, he played good, but when the game is on the line, he does some stupid shit. How do you step out right there? That's the game tying touchdown. How do you step out? He's always doing
it
something.
was a good play though. It's just
He does something stupid. It's like when he ran the QB draw when 20 seconds left in the playoffs.
It's tough, man.
He just does dumb shit. Like he'll do shit all good a whole game, and when that game is on the line, he'll fucking sell the bag. He'll do something freaking slow.
It's just a game of inches. So I don't know if I can necessarily blame that on Dak. But what I do know is that at the end of the game, I saw a couple of the zebras, siding with the birds.
Oh man, yo, I was just about to say that's what I was going to say.
As a Giants fan, I was sitting here like, wow, the Cowboys are getting robbed because you're at Lincoln Financial. You're not coming out of there with a victory when you got the zebras in dark green, just running down and flocking with the birds.
All I'm saying is the Eagles, the NFL and the NFL's Refs Association love them some fucking Philadelphia Eagles, man. I'll tell you what. The Eagles get bailed out a lot by the refs, bro. They get bailed the fuck out a lot by the refs. But that's what comes with being the previous NFC champion.
Yeah.
Just like the Chiefs get a lot of love from the refs, right? Yeah. The Eagles are going to get a lot of love from the refs too. If you're a Kelsey brother, you're going to get love.
Hold on real quick. Ricky said
the flags were even.
No. Ricky said Dak threw for 300 yards on 5-yard slants. That says a lot about your secondary then. That doesn't really say anything about Dak. That says a lot about y'all barbecue.
I mean, they were carving up. Yeah, that was it. CD was cooking. Jake Ferguson was cooking.
Bradbury is ass.
Yeah, and he had to hold on that one possession.
Like he's terrible,
end, bro. They didn't call it.
Slay lost a step. But let me not tell the truth because then they're gonna say, oh, they're gonna start tagging me for the next 3 fucking weeks. Let me stop. I don't want to tell the truth.
Goddard hurt, broke his arm, correct?
Dallas Goedert,
Goddard's
People
out.
saying Hurts was hurt or something like that.
Oh yeah,
he stubbed his toe. Somebody stepped on his toe. He was like limping, but he was fine.
191 yards for CD.
CD was going nuts.
But sometimes I don't know. The thing about CD,
he's been going crazy all year.
He gets like empty stats to me. It feels like he puts up these games, but like it's never in like it's the CD Lamb game. Like it was.
You know why? Because they don't. He doesn't score in the red zone. That's why.
I feel like,
but their red zone offense is horrible.
Yeah, no, then that's on Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
I mean, he just reeks.
I think he has
Want to bring Micah in?
Both have 10 penalties against. Eagles had 93 yards against. Cowboys had 82. Homeboy did an arm lock on Dallas. It was dirty.
That was a foul ass tackle, bro. Like
Eagles hit coverage with only one safety deep. Slants are going to be there all day. Can't criticize Dak for taking what's there. No,
that's what I just said.
That's where like a guy like Jake Ferguson or Tolbert is going to come under and just eat you alive all day. If that's what you're offering, then hey, we'll take it. What? Oh,
come under and eat him alive?
Yo, wait.
All right. I didn't even know.
All right. On that note, we're gonna be bringing in Uncle Micah.
Uncle Mike, what up?
What it do?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
What's going on, Uncle Mike?
How y'all doing, man?
We're doing good, man. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. We're getting some people back, and we got Chase Young, so we got to get back to playing our brand of football.
Okay, so the Niners. I haven't heard from neither one of you guys in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I've been
Bruh. Every time someone posts something, I say I'm here for it. Bring it. Bring it.
Posting.
I say bring it. What am I going to say? We lost. But when people want to talk shit, I tell them let it go. Release it. I'm here for it.
All right, so
now all of a sudden this guy gets suspended. This guy,
it's just good timing.
He has all these. He can't come to the podcast 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. But look. I say this about the Niners. I say this about the Niners.
MIA.
You know what I said? We started out 4-4 last year. And y'all were talking the same crazy shit.
We start out 3-5, dog.
It's nothing
3-5.
crazy.
We were
Nothing
3-5.
Trying to hold you
It's nothing
accountable here
crazy.
for your
I'm
bad
just
play.
curious if there are some, even they could be very deep down, some slight concerns about when it comes down to it, can Brock Purdy produce if the game is on the line? That's all I want to know.
Yes.
Against another quarterback like Joe Burrow, a big time QB, you have faith in Brock Purdy to win that football game.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand too. We didn't have Trent Williams. That's a big part of our play.
We didn't have Debo or Trent.
That's a big.
Everybody has injuries right now.
Debo's back.
Yeah, okay, but the truth of the matter is, you take any superstar of any team. What would Jalen Hurts be if AJ Brown went down? It happens when one of your top players is down. It's going to change things. And so now the quarterback has to step up. Other guys have to step up. I get that. But having Debo on that field opens up so much.
Absolutely,
it opens up so much. And being able to run the ball, we're a right-handed team, but we run real powerful to our left. And not having Trent over there, teams are putting 5 in a box, and we can't send Debo out to the left and with Ayuk on the right to spread it out. They're doubling up Ayuk and putting a cover two on Kittle, and the other guys aren't getting separation. And then Brock, I think, is trying to do too much. Stay within the framework. The framework. I think he'll be okay. He's 10-3. None of us Niners ever claimed he was Joe Montana. He was good and he was doing good things. So if this happens, hopefully he'll play through it.
Uncle Michael, when does Trent Williams come back?
This weekend.
He comes back this Sunday.
Debo.
And everybody's back.
Kyle, I don't know.
And who do you guys play?
Still, man.
The Jags.
Jacksonville.
All right.
I'm not really too concerned.
Hey, it's a good test.
All right,
Jacksonville coming off
that's what we need, though.
Hey, y'all need to win this.
Yeah,
y'all need to win this game.
Bro. This is a measuring
We are. We will. And you know what else? What else? The defense. Steve Wilks is trying to do too much. Instead of just going, Richard Sherman said it the best. Let the front four hunt. Stop all these exotic twists and stunts and all that stupid shit. Let these fucking guys hunt.
Yeah.
The loop is taking too long because not just teams against us, teams are getting rid of the ball on pass rushes. You see Dak wasn't under duress the whole game. They're getting rid of the ball quickly. So if you going to do all these exotic twists and stunts and all that stupid shit, you putting your fucking secondary in harm's way. If you just send them loose, go hunt the quarterback. Now you're taking off milliseconds off, so now somebody's going to get home. Wilks has a lot to do with what's going on in our defense, especially in that Minnesota game. Why are you blitzing 7 people with 16 seconds left? And what the fuck was that all about?
We see a lot of faces for the Niners. There's just one, the biggest concern for me probably is the lack of production from a guy like George Kittle in a situation where you're missing.
He just
went nuts the other day. He got 40 of it in garbage time, but he had a good game last weekend.
I need him to come out and dominate games the way he was before Christian McCaffrey was a part of the team.
Okay, but here's the thing about that. He was getting force-fed the ball because he was basically all we had.
And now with Debo out, I want a little bit more of a step up from him, aside from his garbage time production.
He had 40 garbage time production yards, and then he had 100 yards before that.
He was well over 100 before the game was out of hand, bro.
It's really more about who's going to get the ball, because it's whoever gets the ball most on the Niners is going to be the one that excels. Right?
And you know what? What's his name he's got to use the other backs too, bro. You got to use the other backs. You got to use that kid Mason. You just can't run Christian into the ground. Granted, he's good, but stop. December's right around the corner. That ground gets hard. Run that young boy, man. Run him. He can run. He's fucking 220 pounds.
Mitchell has been solid for you guys too. I don't see why.
But Mitchell's a fucking he trips over his tampon string and he's out for 3 weeks. Fuck him.
Yeah, he's terrible. I'd rather have Mason run the ball.
Fuck Mitchell, man.
CMC's getting paid millions, run his ass. I don't know.
No, he's getting paid millions, but you can do other things. You have other guys. You don't have to run him into the ground. You got Jordan Mason, who's a 220-pound young boy. Run him.
All right.
You
So
know, you have other guys.
what's your prediction on the Niners Jags? What's the final score?
49 win. 49 win. We get back to our 30 plus.
Do you cover the 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
We cover that. We win comfortably. We win comfortably.
Might be 10.
Yeah, might be 10. I think 10.
In Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville. You need a bounce
know.
back. Both
We're
coming.
going to get it.
No
Because
time.
I think Purdy had this bye week, this 2 weeks off, gives him a chance to sit down and realize you got help, bro. You don't have to do everything all by yourself. You got help. Now you're getting Debo back. You're getting Trent Williams back. You know, Debo helps out because he's good for he's 6 to 8 points increase on us because something's going to happen with him. He's going to make a play and put us in position. And Trent Williams, that blind side, we didn't get filling in, didn't do too bad. The pass protection wasn't too bad. It's just guys weren't getting open. And Brock being young, trying to do more than he has to. And I want Shanahan, everything, our offense, we eat over the middle. But you got to do something different once in a while. Go take shit to the outside. Throw the ball down the hash. Take a deep shot with Ray McLeod. You have to do that. You know, sometimes he too smart for his own good. You know, everybody knows you're this kid genius with this play call. Yeah, okay, but go back to play basic fucking football sometimes. I'm no head coach, but I know football very, very well.
They overthink it a little bit.
Uncle Mike, I appreciate you, man.
I love you guys to death, man. Y'all be good. Hey, yo, nephew, Sunday, what you doing Sunday?
Good question. I don't know. What's going on?
Won't you take a ride me to the headliner?
All right.
Oh shit, you
Yeah.
They got a watch party going. This Niner groups. This dude Gil Velasquez from down here, Tori Folsom, a couple of guys that I'm friends with in my group. They start a new East whatever the fuck it is, Niner group up in down here in Ocean County. But we're going to the headliner Sunday for the game.
There you go.
All right. I might take you up on that. I appreciate
All
you.
right. I love you guys. Y'all be good. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you later. All right. Well, there goes your Niners analysis by Uncle Micah.
There you go.
If you want to know what your Niners are doing,
There you go.
Uncle Michael will tell you.
He will
real
let
fucking
you know.
quick. All right. Let's hop into. I mean, the most impressive player, I think, of the week. The MVP of the week.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And he's a rookie. CJ fucking Stroud, man. Give that boy some fucking love. Give that guy some flowers. 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, game-winning drive with 57 seconds left in the game.
Yep.
He's showing poise under adversity. He's stepping into the pocket. He's being aggressive. He's stretching the field. And he's connecting in all the right places.
It's impressive. I mean,
This guy is it.
he's
it.
He's him.
He's got it.
I
And he's
mean-
got his own signature dance. And you know how I talk about the influence.
Yeah.
That's the hottest dance in the NFL right now. That's influence too on top of that. So I'm very impressed with
He carried me to a fantasy win this week. I can't even lie. I mean, I had a fantasy team that had Aaron Rodgers down and out. Anthony Richardson we pick up down and out. I mean, then I turned to CJ Stroud, and here we are. I mean,
we're back.
The kid's incredible for an Ohio State quarterback. Everyone's always down and out on the Ohio State QBs.
I usually am.
He's proven people wrong, man.
Yep.
And he looks like him. To be able to elevate the Houston Texans organization, like, let's not forget about after even Deshaun Watson's situation aside, when he left and how bad that was, they're still known for being a horrid organization. And he is elevating everyone over there. And I put it in our notes. We got to give some flowers to Bobby. What was it? Slowik? And that's their offensive coordinator. I mean, the guy was cooking up. He was optimizing
Slowick.
Yeah, Slowick. He was optimizing the play of CJ Stroud, and it's just they were firing on all cylinders. I mean, who expected them to come up and put a 40-piece up? Come on,
It's crazy. And the Buccaneers defense is absolute dog shit, by the way.
Yeah.
We thought they had a little something going for them.
No, they don't. And I'm gonna tell you who else is about to tear their ass up next week. Will Levis is about to tear their ass up too. Watch. Will Levis. Let's talk about what Will Levis did against the Steelers. I mean, he threw for 250 yards, no touchdowns. I don't think, maybe one or something like that.
I think it was 190 yards.
Didn't get the win. He put up 16 points. I mean,
260 yards, an interception.
I mean, for a rookie against one of the top defenses in the NFL, I mean, I can't be mad at that. I think he comes back to Tampa Bay and lights shit up.
Yeah,
I think he lights it up this week, though.
But talking about Stroud, somebody said he had everybody eating, and that's one of the most impressive things.
Yeah.
I mean, he had who is it?
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Tank Dell, Nico Collins.
Yep.
I mean, you name it. Yeah. Everyone on that roster was catching a football.
Everybody except for Dameon Pierce. You know, the running backs are non-existent in that Texan offense.
I don't think Pierce even played.
He didn't even play. No, but
he
hasn't done shit.
Singletary stinks. I mean, Devin Singletary is who we always thought he was. He's just kind of a refrigerator. That's really
a mini refrigerator.
Yeah, that's it. He's a mini fridge that doesn't really move much.
Right.
So, but hey, I said that was the best game you're probably going to ever see this year out of the Buccaneers, at least. And they lost. So that's just really unfortunate. You know, Baker Mayfield, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. We got to talk about the fact that this guy is actually a solid NFL quarterback, and he deserves a little bit of respect because people were kicking him out the NFL, you know, just last year.
Stinks.
He still isn't great, but he's got a starting job right now, and he's not losing it because it was him or Kyle Trask was up in the air going into this season. So I think he just deserves a little.
I mean, he's better than what I thought he was going to be.
That's literally
and what everybody else's expectations were. Everybody thought the Bucs were going to probably be the worst team in the NFL. Shit, I did. I thought they were going to be fucking bad. And
that's crazy.
You know, Baker Mayfield is a bad quarterback still to me in my mind, but he's gotten better, and I'll give him flowers for that.
Yeah, that's really it. He's elevated, you know, some of these guys, and that's it. He's making sure. Listen, I have Chris Godwin on a fantasy team, and I haven't had to worry about his production because, you know, sometimes a quarterback can make or break some of these wide receivers. So that was it. But let's move on to the last game that we have of the NFL recap. Dolphins Chiefs. This one was in Germany, and I need your guys' thoughts because I know Ed has some on the Miami Dolphins. What's good?
Oh, they're just a fucking AFC Cowboys to me. They can never beat a good team.
Yeah,
ever. And I've never seen them beat. In the last 2 years, they've been having all this hype. They've never beat a team over 500. I hope you Dolphins fans know that. So y'all can shut the fuck up about Tua and all that. He was going to be one MVP.
What happened to the tribal chief?
It's been over 400 something days since they beat a team over 500. I know that.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
I do know that.
It's
a current meme going around.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I remember.
Yeah, they're gonna win their division or whatever the case. I think they win their division. I don't think the Bills have it at all. I don't think the Jets are gonna do anything. The Patriots suck.
We gotta talk about the Jets.
We gotta talk about the New York Jets after this. No, but not even
their offense is not it. So they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, they're not it.
They're not gonna make a push for the playoffs.
Are the Dolphins? Yeah, what happened to Tyreek? Are the Dolphins kind of getting red at this point now? Because
what happened to Tyreek? What happened to him?
No, somebody just said like what happened. You know, he went missing come second half of that game. It was I don't know.
Tyreek gonna get his regardless, so we can't even. I'm not even going to downplay Tyreek.
I mean,
get his.
Like you said, Ed, you know,
not the Obama administration. The last time they beat a team above 500. Yeah, not literally though. Tua is looked impressive as far as his passing ability. We see he has more of that than a lot of people thought he was capable of.
Against who?
What do you mean?
Against bad teams with bad defense.
I mean, no, even against the Chiefs, he was throwing the ball well.
The Chiefs are a top 10 defense in the league right now. Literally.
Chiefs? The Chiefs have it. Yeah, they're top. Yes, they have a solid defense, and he was looking okay. But we just need them to be able to compete with these upper echelon teams as far as going, you know, bag for bag.
Barbecue chicken.
I agree with that. I mean, Miami has to step up and play up to their opponents. They beat the shit out of the bad teams, and then they lose horribly to the good teams. The Dolphins the Lions beat their ass. The Chiefs beat them soundly. The Bills beat their ass.
Yeah.
Anytime they play an above average team or better, they usually lose. So I mean,
shit the bed.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the expectation? I think they're a second round exit.
Miami
first.
Yeah.
They might be a first, depending on who they.
It really depends who they play first round.
If they play one of those AFC NFC North teams. Oh, they were out first round. I'm sorry.
If they play the Ravens, I think they lose to the Ravens. I think they lose. They definitely lose to the Bengals. They'll
lose to the Browns too.
I think they lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs. I don't think. I think they beat the Browns. Though.
No,
I think they beat the
Browns.
Browns.
That defense is
I think
crazy, and they're producing on offense now. So
yeah, Deshaun's getting oiled up. It's kind of I don't know. Cleveland's clicking right now.
If it's in Miami, Miami's winning that game.
Dolphins have such an easy schedule coming up though. Raiders, Jets, Commanders, Titans, Jets. So all the hype will return. People will forget.
Oh yeah, that's regular shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think
they might lose to the Commanders.
They're aesthetically pleasing, but when it comes down to it, they can't go band for band with the big dogs. And like, that's really the issue is that you have a lot of heavy hitters at the end of the AFC. And even let's talk about it. The New York Jets are not a team to slouch at in that schedule, considering they play them twice. Because we've seen that the Jets defense is able to keep them in ball games until the very end, even with Zach Wilson looking as Zach Wilson as he does.
Right. The Jets defense keeps them in every game. And it's got to be torture being a Jets fan because like every game is winnable, but you know you're not going to win.
It's tough. Yeah. You at least don't have
every game is winnable, but you know you're not going to win. It's got to be torture being a Jets fan.
But wait a minute. Yesterday, Derwin James goes up to Aaron Rodgers afterwards and says, "When are you coming out and playing?" And Aaron Rodgers just says, "Give me a few weeks." Now, is that a meme or is Aaron Rodgers, who walked into the stadium yesterday, was throwing 50-yard passes on the sidelines? Is there a legitimate chance that Aaron Rodgers plays a snap this season?
He had
stop.
He had to say today that it was a joke. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this whole Aaron Rodgers injury. Something's fishy, man. I'm not feeling it. The fact that they're even saying he can come back this season is mind-blowing to me. You are 40 years old, coming off an Achilles tear, a torn fucking Achilles, and there's still a possibility you could come back if they make the playoffs.
He's not.
It doesn't make sense to me. There's no fucking way.
Someone said, "Let me see a 3-step drop." Yeah, that thing's gonna snap like a rubber band. Oh my god,
that's what he did last time. He broke a tackle and this shit fucking folded, bro.
Real Housewives of Rodgers. Yeah, that's really it. And it's literally just him huffing paint in a dark alley, and that's the episode.
Much. Doing drugs. He does drugs. I don't know.
It's really just more of they're keeping the Jets fans' hope alive, and
weird.
Or if he does actually come back, the script is fucking scripting at that point.
Yeah.
The script is fucking scripting. Because ain't no way no 40-year-old man is going to come back 3.5 months later from a torn fucking Achilles, bro.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, bro.
I think Will Solis said that you got to test his piss at that point. He commented on my
Facebook. For real, gotta be HGH or it's gotta be like something fishy's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's not it.
Something, bro. Something. Just like Ryan said, something.
But all right, you guys want to shift gears real quick, talk about the first few weeks of the NBA season, what that's had in store for us. Who have you guys been really impressed about as far as the Western Conference goes? Because I know I have a team in mind.
Nuggets and Timberwolves.
Nuggets, Timberwolves, Kings.
Well, the Kings are 2-4 right now.
I still love them though.
They might be back to stinking.
I don't think they're gonna stink. They're still gonna make the playoffs, probably 6 seed, but
it's still at 6 games, bro. The Knicks were 2-4 yesterday, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey man, but they don't look this like Sabonis. I don't know.
Boy,
but as far as the other team, as Ed was saying, the Timberwolves, they're really who are impressing me right now because Anthony Edwards is looking like he's taking that leap in superstardom, and he is going to be, I think, by the end of this season, in everybody's top 10 universally.
Well, according to Philly fans in MoSports, not only is Tyrese Maxey better than Anthony Edwards, but he is 6th ranked player in the NBA. That is what the narrative is for Sixers fans after 5 games of Tyrese Maxey play. Now, don't get me wrong, he's going crazy and he's doing great, and he's gonna have a great season. But he could average 23 points a game this year with 4 or 5 rebounds And I'm still not putting him in my top 10 NBA players.
Oh no,
It's not going
definitely
to
not.
be in my
I bet
top
everyone
20.
on this panel is a habitual Rudy Gobert hater. Put some respect on the defensive player of the year. No, I don't.
I am a Rudy Gobert
I
hater.
think he's a meme. I think he's kind of a hilarious.
He got
human being.
They got fleeced for him, regardless.
I don't
of
think he was
does.
worth that haul, but I wouldn't say I
What
hate
have
the
he
guy.
done this season?
And Kyle, is he really defensive player of the year? I have another player in mind.
Is it Bilal Coulibaly?
It could be. There's a couple players I have in mind. Wembanyama, who's averaging 5 blocks a game.
Well, I was gonna say
Mitchell Robinson, who's been fucking has more offensive rebounds than fucking
the whole Timberwolves team.
Than the whole Timberwolves team. Correct. That is absolutely correct. But more than fucking like 10 teams, he has more offensive rebounds than by himself.
Well, I don't think people hate Rudy Gobert. I think he just made himself he put himself in a bad light with the whole touching the microphone situation. And then also, I mean, what's crazy to me is that Rudy Gobert, at the time of being a back-to-back defensive player of the year, that year, there is video of him getting cooked by 16-year-old Victor Wembanyama.
That's where I've discovered
that
Victor
was
Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people came to realize, like, oh shit, Wemby is him, absolutely him. Gobert's been a top 5 defensive player for half a decade, and everyone talks about him like he's a scrub. I don't think he's a scrub. It's just you know what you're getting from him defensively. There's no offense.
He's just one-dimensional. Yeah. You know, I don't think he's a scrub. I think he's very good at what he's good at.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I think he's a great defender. I think he's a great rebounder, but it's very one-dimensional with Rudy. And I think that Minnesota paid way too fucking much for him, and it fucked up the market for a very long time. I blame the Rudy Gobert trade as to why the Knicks didn't get Donovan Mitchell, because Danny Ainge fleeced the Timberwolves so fucking crazy that he thought he could get the Knicks like that too. It completely reset the market that offseason. And yes, I am a hater of Rudy Gobert because of that.
Well, on the bright side, they have Anthony Edwards, who just gave Jason Tatum, another top defensive player in the NBA last night, 38, 9, and 7. This kid's just absolutely.
Anthony Edwards got to be consistent, though. That's
it. That's the thing with the young guys, man. I feel like that's
he's
the
not
one
a young guy
downfall.
no more.
You don't think so? You think he's the FIBA? This past season has solidified him as now being a.
He's the man on his team, so he's not a. Once you're the man on your team, you're not a whatchamacallit no more.
You can't be a youngin'?
Yeah, you can't be a youngin' no more. Once you're the man on your team. Put some respect on the Sixers, no, because y'all can't make it past the second round.
Well, why would I put respect on the Sixers with 5 games in, bro? What's the record? 4-1?
It's not even 5 games. It's not even 5 games in.
5 games in?
It's this whole Embiid is the best center in the league.
Well,
he does this every regular season. Then when he goes to the playoffs, he drops off like 10 points.
Crying in the Facebook group that we don't give Embiid flowers for dropping 38 in a regular season game.
You suck my dick.
Yeah, bro. First off, he dropped 38. He dropped 38 against the Wizards. First off, who on the Wizards is guarding Joel Embiid? Let me know.
Gafford.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all bad, man. Brooklyn and Philly combined 12-0-1 against the spread. Cash cows. Hey, man, Cam Thomas is giving you buckets over there. That's what's covering that spread for Brooklyn. But as far as Philly goes, James Harden's out of there. Joel Embiid is now saying, hey, it's my time to just take as many shots as I want. Sure, Tyrese Maxey is the Robin to his Batman, but at the end of the day, I don't see this team getting past the second round still.
Absolutely not getting past the second round. Absolutely not. It's the same exact team. Is it? I don't even think it's a better team than last year.
No, I don't think so, because it's another year.
Not a better
it's the
coach,
same. It's the same exact team.
I'll give him that. The coach Nick Nurse knows what you're doing with that team.
Without Harden,
is better.
I mean, Harden doesn't really move the needle of them being bad or good, but it does make them a better team if they have Maxey and Harden. Now they just have Maxey and Marcus fucking Morris and fucking PJ Tucker and fucking, I mean, not PJ Tucker, but Covington and fucking whoever the fuck. Like, it's not the same. It's not the team. It's not a team that's making it past the second round. It's not a team that's making it past the Celtics. It's not a team that's making it past the Bucks. It's not a team.
I'll bet whatever you want to bet, Raheem. I'll bet whatever you want to bet. I'll bet whatever you want to bet.
Bet it.
I want to see the Knicks versus the Sixers on January 6th.
Let's go.
I think we're going to go there.
We're going to have to. Double R, let us know.
It's
Yeah,
at Wells Fargo.
we're there.
At Wells Fargo, January 6th.
Let's go.
That's the first game between the Knicks and the Sixers this year, actually.
Yeah.
Who's
January
distributing
6th.
long term on that Sixers team? You can't win playoffs without ball movement. Nobody.
Tyrese
And that's
Maxey.
the
He'll
issue.
average a double-double. He'll average a double-double. I'll give Tyrese Maxey.
I don't even
he
think
He'll
ain't
average a
doing all that.
double-double.
Bro, listen,
He'll
nah.
average a double-double.
No, he won't.
I don't
No,
think
he
so,
won't.
He
bro.
will.
No, he won't.
He
I don't-
will.
No, he
Listen,
won't. He only gets
point
like
guard.
6 a game.
People want to
5 a
comment
game.
on.
Are you
know-
dumb? Have you been watching the games?
Yeah.
He had 6 assists a game.
All I want to say,
Yeah.
this
people
year,
want to
right
comment
now.
on
It's been 5 games.
Tyrese
Ed.
Maxey
Yeah, so what? We're
being
talking
better
about
than
the
a
first
lot of
5
other
games
guys in
going
the NBA. I don't think Tyrese Maxey is really that much better even than Emmanuel Quigley.
You're just talking stupid, bro.
No, they are very similar players.
Now
Nah,
you're being a hater.
No, they're the same exact players. Just one gets a
one
lot
gets
more volume.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it, man.
I mean, quickly started over Maxey at Kentucky when they played together in the same
Exactly.
backcourt.
That's
So,
They're very much the same.
they're the
guy,
same
but
player. They're literally the same player.
A
in
team,
my opinion.
another team in the West,
And that's not a knock on Maxey,
It's
by
not.
the way.
It's just-
It's I
he's
think quick.
overrated.
I don't
That's
think
it.
he's overrated, but I
By
think
people in our Facebook group, he is.
well,
He's not
overrated by
bro.
by saying he's the 6th best player in the NBA. Then God, yes, he is fucking overrated. He's not even top 25 yet, guys. Sorry.
I got something to say about the Phoenix Suns because there's some concerns there. I can't lie. Bradley Beal. No, I'm concerned. I am concerned because Bradley Beal, first off, hasn't played yet. And then second, if you've seen the film of Bradley Beal taking shots, he has a back injury. His back looks so stiff in his shot. It looks like Markelle Fultz in these clips, bro. He looks so stiff, and it's concerning because you just gave up a lot of your depth in order to acquire that guy. I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Well, they got a lot of depth back too. So,
Bro, that team is not deep whatsoever.
deeper than
the
it was
Suns?
last year.
The Suns.
I mean,
There was
and you
deeper
said
than it was
Bradley
last
Beal
year.
is looking real stiff when he was shooting.
He looked very stiff.
God, I'm on my fantasy team, man. I'm so fucking pissed about it.
It's a back injury, bro. We know how those linger. Like, you could come back from being out 2 months with a back injury and then re-injure it your first 10 minutes.
But
on the
this
floor.
is exactly what I called with the Suns. I was like, look, they have, when all healthy, everything's clicking. They're going to be a very, very hard team to stop. But somebody's going to get hurt. Everybody's too old. Besides Devin Booker, everybody's old as hell on that team as far as like the big dogs. And I mean, somebody's going to load manage. Somebody's going to have a stiff back. Somebody's going to have a sore knee. Somebody's going to have a sprained ankle. Some bullshit is always going to happen on a Kevin Durant ran team post Golden State.
Yeah. They say he's on track to return Wednesday, but
We'll
let's
see about that.
Let's see. Yeah. And Kyle said the same thing. Somebody will always be hurt. That's
Somebody
how-
will always be hurt on that team.
That's how
Just
it
like the
goes.
Nets, somebody was always hurt on that team.
Yep.
It's going to be the same exact vibes in Phoenix. Same exact vibes.
Speaking of the Nets, let's talk about them because Cam Thomas is getting absolute buckets over there. And then another guy who grabbed 15 boards last night, Benjamin Simmons. He only took 3 shots, had 2 points.
I don't care.
He's not
Here's the
different.
thing. He's not there to score.
He's there to
That's
get
it.
you a double.
I got some words because I posted a reel saying Benson is back, right? Some Sixers fans, I'm not going to say who, Nick McCloskey, but he said he's a glorified role player. He's somebody that
So
he's not back.
Yeah.
He's not this. He's not that. He's ass. He's still ass. He can't score. And John Muir, he was like, yo, like basketball is not defined. It's not all defined about how much you can score.
Mhm.
And for somebody that's been hurt for the past 2 years, who hasn't played more than even 10 games in the past 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
He hasn't played more than 10 games. And he's coming out getting close to triple-double type numbers. I mean, they're Draymond Green type triple-doubles, but
he might be there.
that's what they want. That's
And
what
he
they
plays-
need.
And he's strapping on defense. I think he's
He's
averaging
strapping
like
on defense,
he's having like 2
getting
steals a
8,
game.
9 boards a game, getting 7, 8 assists a game.
Playing
Who cares if he can't score?
playing devil's advocate, if you look at the box score, right, and you're saying, okay, I can accept not getting offensive production from this guy, but he's the only one on your starting roster that is minus, in the box and is minus 12.
Sometimes
Do-
those
do you
stats
look
don't
at
even
that?
matter, bro.
Do you look at that? But that when he's on the floor, does that prove that there is, a lack of production in his offensive ability?
He is not known for scoring. He was good at scoring for 1 year. For the
saying we
you
know that,
what you're getting with Ben
You know what
Simmons.
you're getting.
You know what you're getting, but
a floor general. That is about it.
When he's
It's
on
a
the
floor general.
Is
That's
plus
it.
minus a ruler of how good of a player you are too as well? I mean, I think it is a good indicator for certain people in certain situations, but a guy like Ben Simmons, I mean, he's not scoring, so the offensive production is going to drop no matter what when Ben Simmons is on the court.
But that doesn't mean that I could just accept being in the minus whenever he's on the I don't know. If that's what he's coming with every time, that means he's a losing basketball player.
Oh, I hate when y'all just come in here and comment and you just talk. You just said he hasn't had a double-double all season. There's been 5 games and he has 2. So what are you talking about?
Elijah.
Cute. The puppy's cute though.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
The puppy
bro?
is cute.
He's there to be a floor general. He's going to get you the rebounds. He's going to get you the assists.
He's a scrappy player.
He's going to get you the 2 to 3 steals a game.
He's not going to score. He's going to get the steals. He's going to get the boards. He's going to get the fucking assists. That's what he did for the Sixers too. He didn't fucking score for the Sixers. Are we serious here?
That 1 year.
He had 1 year where he's averaged like 15 a game. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that was it.
That's nothing, bro.
That was it.
Who gives a fuck? He's the Nets Draymond.
Yeah, that's it.
He's the Nets version of Draymond Green.
That's all you need.
And that's fine for Benjamin Simmons.
That's it.
That's fine.
Yo, let's talk about
more than what Philly got for Harden.
They played the Bucks, right? And we got to talk about the fact that when Dame isn't shooting well, the Bucks are either not winning or just barely skating by basketball games against bad teams.
Because Dame can't play fucking defense. That's the risk they took. They wanted another scorer like Dame, an elite scorer like Dame. Now you don't got the defense. Now you don't have Drew Holiday guarding up the ball. Dame can't guard Cam Thompson.
No,
can't guard.
Not
he can't
the
guard
point
a
of
fucking.
Attack, and that definitely hurts.
Couldn't even guard a rock if he had to.
And honestly, Chris Middleton, he looks slow out there. He doesn't look bad, right? He still looks like a solid player, but he
washed.
Is.
Yeah, how old is Chris Middleton? In his 30s, right?
Yeah,
he washed.
33, I want to say, right?
I want to say 31.
How old is Lillard?
Lillard's 31 as well. 32.
How old is Giannis? Late 20s, right?
Yeah, late 20s, but
Giannis
not going to be the problem for that.
Giannis obviously is not the problem. Brook Lopez even is in his 30s.
But he's producing though.
Middleton's 32.
Brook Lopez is producing for them.
I mean, yeah,
Lillard's 33.
But it's an old team. It's an older team, and they're a defensive liability now. And it's a slower team. You can't be slow and be a defensive liability.
Facts. And
is what I'm trying to say.
That's exactly what Kyle says here. I don't get how they plan to run with these young guards when you got Middleton, Connaughton, and Crowder on the wings. I mean, Jay Crowder, they can't run in transition with anybody. It's bad.
It has to be Giannis by himself doing a running back dive.
Yeah, that's literally
the only way. Just bulldozes somebody in the paint and fucking slams on them. That's the only way you're going to get transition offense from this team. And you're slow and a defensive liability. You can't be a traffic cone and slow at the same time.
Yeah, but at least he could tap his wrist in the fourth quarter.
They gave a lot to get
Damian Lillard.
They gave a lot to get, bro.
It was a lot of their
you
defensive
lost
players.
all of your defensiveness, your defensive grit with Drew Holiday.
Even Grayson Allen, like that.
Grayson Allen was a scrappy fuck, man.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen is always known as a dirty player, but he's just scrappy as hell, and he plays a little too hard sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He does whatever it takes to win. These are winners that you got rid of. For somebody who's never made it out of the Western Conference in his Hall of Fame career, right? He is Hall of Fame. I mean,
Drew Holiday?
No.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Damian Lillard. And look, I think they are the same exact level of team now.
Yeah, they didn't move the needle.
They didn't move the needle better. Obviously, they got better offensively. Yeah. But it literally backtracked on how worse they got defensively. It broke even in my head. And I don't see them winning.
Grayson Allen, real scrappy gym rat, first guy in, last guy out, student of the game, real lunch pail dude, locker room guy, one of the guys on the roster you let your daughter date, That's what Elijah said.
I don't know about the last part, but, but correct. You know what I'm saying? He's a Duke graduate, smart guy.
Yeah.
But
all right, let's talk about the Clippers. Last night they debuted their star 4.
Not enough, man. Not enough ball.
Another team that's gonna be on the same shit as the Suns.
Elijah. I got you.
Another perfect example of another team. Go ahead though.
Yeah, I mean, you just put like,
not
imagine
enough
telling
ball, bro.
somebody 5 years ago, yo, the Clippers are rolling out Russ, Harden, Kawhi, and PG. I mean, you would have just jaw on the floor. Like that team could take out the Warriors easily. But now, I mean, it doesn't, move the needle whatsoever.
It's not even that. They have 2 ball dominant point guards. Like that's the most stupidest thing I could do.
These old stars, man. They're all teaming up together, and it's just not working anymore.
James Harden has to take the back seat.
They're so used to being the number one guy on their team for their whole careers, and now they're all getting together. And you got Harden first press conference with the Clippers saying, "I am the system."
I am the system.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not the fucking
Harden
system,
said
buddy.
that.
Buddy, news fucking flash.
Harden.
You are not the fucking system in LA, bro. Paul George is the system in LA. Kawhi's not even the system in LA anymore.
Yeah.
Because he load manages too much and he's never fucking serious about the game. Paul George is the only Clipper that's night in, night out rocking. Straight like that.
It's not even that. He has like MVP numbers when he plays with Russ. So I think they need to have Russ run the point guard. James Harden has to be a shooting guard this year. He has to be. He can't be ball dominant this year.
Be. That's the thing.
Well, that's
man. I guess
it's not going to work.
He's in LA. He's in LA with all that nightlife. It's going to be Clippers will be a 6 seed and lose round 1 in 6 games, something like that, right? Their talent will carry them throughout a few regular season games.
They're going to make the play in. They're going to be a play in team. Yeah. I'm telling you, the Clippers are going to be play in.
The injuries are going to start.
The way the Knicks handled them last night.
The LA nightlife is going to get to James Harden. He's going to be throwing bands out there.
He's not going to be able to handle LA. Bro.
Yeah.
Like he's been in Houston, and that's a crazy spot, Brooklyn, whatever. But LA,
and you saw
it's real demon time out there,
last
bro.
Night, first game debut.
Good luck.
Guess who's courtside? Lil Baby. He's right there watching his little baby. That's it. I like Norm Powell. Yeah, Norm Powell's solid, but still, man.
Cool, bro. What's Norman Powell doing?
That's not moving.
Zubac ain't doing shit. He ain't moving no needle either.
Nah,
like Bones Highland ain't doing nothing. Terrence Mann,
shots taken all from him now with Harden. Bones isn't doing, like you said, Bones isn't doing much for me. So that's really my thoughts.
Like I said, the Knicks did what a good team against the Clippers. That's what it's gonna look like every time.
Yep.
Anytime a good team plays the Clippers, that's what it's going to look like. That Knicks versus Clippers last night. And Julius Randle has finally got off the schneid a little bit.
We'll see.
As a Knicks fan, I want to address this as a New York fan. As a New York fan, we have to stop treating our players like shit. We treat our players like fucking dog shit every time they play bad.
Okay, guys.
Every time they play bad, they fucking do terrible. And we demean them. We call them names. We ask for their resignation. We ask for them to get traded. We call them a bum. We call them all types of shit. We rip their posters down. We do all types of goofy shit off of 5 bad games. And what happens when he actually has a decent game? He has 27 and 10 to get the W. He felt relieved, and he thanked the Knicks fans. He's like, thank you for actually having my back. And that felt good, and it made me rock. Like you got to get behind these players and have them believe. Bro,
you gave us 2 bad postseason fucking playoffs. Fuck you, bro. Show us something. We don't care about your regular season shit.
I mean, my issue is,
and I'm not just saying with Julius Randle.
It's one thing.
Every Giants and Yankees.
It would be one thing if Julius Randle was shooting bad, out here making the tough plays for me, and just couldn't, he couldn't find a bucket. I can live with that for a few games. Bro, his heart and hustle when
was terrible.
We lost that game to the Bucks because he didn't want to play defense on the final possession of the game, the last possession, and he's walking back.
And I criticized him for that play.
It's disgusting. That's where I can't get behind Julius
I can't get behind that either.
It's hard for me to root for him in that case. But I do agree in a sense that we got to be lighter on our guys.
We got to be lighter on our guys,
no,
bro.
not when it's somebody slouching
I'm not being lighter
and not
on
hustling. That's not acceptable.
I'll be light on RJ Barrett.
No, you've never been light.
I'm saying I'd rather be light on RJ Barrett than Julius fucking Randle.
Yeah, I agree.
2 bad postseasons. You come back.
It might be this year. The East is weak.
And you come back the next year and you play like shit the first 5 games. Fuck you, bro. I don't care about that.
I don't
and you showing no effort. Like, nah.
No.
That shit's whack.
You're coming in.
Cool.
You're coming in with Skechers. You got no aura.
So you don't think Julius Randle? You think Julius? This is this is the Julius Randle this year? This is what you guys think. You think he's gonna be shooting tour dates for the whole year?
No, not the
And,
whole
and
year.
being
Shit, he better
lackadaisical
not.
and just talking
He better
mad
not.
shit and just doing the
He
goofy.
will be lackadaisical
Yeah,
for
he
the
will be.
entire season.
That's
I
always
can
how he's
guarantee
played,
that.
bro.
That's Julius
Stop.
Randle's brand of basketball.
He could play
It's not
48
his
minutes
brand.
and still not.
It's frustrated brand of basketball.
It's
When
too
he's
much.
pissed
It's
off.
too often.
What's
for
he
me.
pissed off
When
about?
the highs,
When
the
he can't
highs are
make a
high.
shot, he
That's
gets
your
pissed off.
fault. Get in the fucking gym.
Obviously,
Get in
but
the gym.
when he's
He
on,
still plays the same.
he's an all NBA player when he's
He
on.
still
And
doesn't
you
have
know
a
it.
fucking
And
right.
you know
Like,
it. And
he
you
still
know
doesn't
it.
have a right.
Stop trying to play him
No,
like
I'm
he's
not
a bum.
I've
He's
been
not a
saying he's a
fucking
bum.
bum.
No.
He's
I've been
not a
saying
bum.
he's a
He's
bum.
not a
He's
bum.
not a fucking
He's
bum.
all
Stop
NBA. But when
Stop.
things are going south, right? When
Oh,
things
he
are
has no
going
heart.
south
When he's
for Julius
He has no
frustrated.
Randle,
heart.
he
That's
has no heart and he's frustrated and he has no effort.
Everybody
And when-
hates that Julius.
When the media comes to Julius Randle, he blames it on we. That's what he says. He never says, I need to be better. It's always we when things are down. When the highs of the Knicks are super high, Julius Randle's right there riding the wave. Sure. But when things are bad, it's always, we out there. Yeah, it's something with we. He needs to be accountable. He's supposed to be the leader on that team. I need something else.
He ain't the leader of that team. You know he's
It's
not.
Brunson. It's Jalen Brunson, definitely. But he's been there the longest. Tibbs probably looks at him as being, the focal point and the glue guy who you see now. He is the glue guy because when he's playing well, the Knicks are a hard basketball team to beat.
I agree, and that's why I said that's the power of Julius Randle. We need to encourage him and not piss him off and get him more frustrated.
Facts, Elijah. That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
When I see guys not play hard, that's when it's frustrating.
I mean, it's frustrating to me too. It pisses me off. I called him out on it and everything. You know what I'm saying? No fucking player should be doing that. Period. And we're gonna hold him accountable. But just for playing bad, for missing shots, we can't be yelling, wilding out. Is what I'm trying to say. And
What happens
that
if he
goes
has
for,
another
for
post,
Giants
a bad
fans and
post?
Yankees fans?
What happens if he has a bad postseason again?
We'll cross that bridge when it comes. I
You,
guess.
why
I mean,
you're
I'm not-
you're Mr. fucking hypothetical.
It's not hypothetical. It's been the last 2 years.
He does it all over when he does
It's
it
been
for
the
third
last 2
season in a
years. It's
row,
called
what
a fucking
happens then?
pattern,
I mean,
bro.
this
What
past
It's
year,
called
he
a pattern.
wasn't
What happens if
hard.
I get $1 million fucking tomorrow? I'm fucking rich, motherfucker. That you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Like fuck
terrible
out of here.
analogy.
Well, I
bro.
was gonna say you never know. We could get to February and the Knicks could trade their assets for somebody crazy.
They're good.
You
It's
just
all
don't know how the
possibilities.
NBA works.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Julius Randle is the long-term future of this
He's not,
franchise.
and they
We all know
that.
this.
They
And
know
he
that.
knows it too.
Yep.
And that's why he has these stinker attitude because he knows he's going to get traded eventually.
Got
So it is what it is.
So that's your teammates' fault that you lack heart.
What?
So you play bad because you probably possibly going to get traded.
Trading
Bro,
him now is
I'm
the first
not-
step out of basketball purgatory. I mean, the thing is, you can't pivot from Julius Randle right now and
Ain't nobody to business.
get somebody better. That's it. Like there's really nowhere to go right now. You just got to wait it out. I would like Julius Randle a lot as the number 3 scoring option behind RJ and Brunson. If he accepts that role, I'm down. He's physical, good rebounder when he wants to be. When he wants to be a good rebounder, when he wants to be a defender, I wouldn't say good defender. When he wants to be a defender, he will. That's it. It just comes down to his effort. It really does. He's got all
I
the
agree.
talent and size in the world, man.
80 hurt. 80's hurt, by the way, too.
AD's on the ground again. Shocking.
Yeah, fucking bum.
What else is there?
Shocker.
Shocker. All right, I think that wraps it up, don't you think?
That was
I
a good
think- I
epi,
think
yeah.
that
We
wraps
got
it
it.
up. We're an hour in. I appreciate everybody for hopping in. You know what I'm saying?
Elijah, Kyle, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah,
Double R.
Double
We
R,
appreciate all the
yeah,
love
yeah.
from everybody.
Thank
It's
you.
been real.
We'll be back next Tuesday. MoSports TV.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.